Hi dear students, today I am going to discuss with you about the new lesson. Fifth lesson is The Concert, written by Shanta Rameswar Rao. Author is Shanta Rameswar Rao. So first of all we want to learn the meaning of the concert. The concert means performance of the musicians, musical performance, singers, tabla players, violin players, sitar players, everyone together give performance for the people. Everyone together give performance for the people. That's called the concert. So this lesson tells the significance of the music. This lesson is tells how important is the music. What's the rule of the music in our life? How do you attract the music? How the people love the music and songs? Everyone in the world like to listen the songs. Everyone in the world, no one person is hater of the music. Every person love, but different kind. Some kinds of songs like, but everyone attract by the music. Music can makes us happy. Music can brings sweet feelings. Music can brings sweet memories. So music is a part of our life. We we love to music. We like music too. We like listening songs. We like listening music. So the lesson completely expresses, tells what a significant role of the music, what a important of the music, how the people are attacked by the music, how the people likes the music. So the lesson is describe the importance of the music. Let me explain it. One morning in a small apartment in Bombay, a girl about 16 looked up from newspaper and said excitedly, Pandit Ravi Shankar is playing tomorrow at the Shanmukhananda Auditorium. One morning in a small apartment in Bombay, the 16 years old girl who was reading newspaper. In that newspaper, the news was spread that Pandit Ravi Shankar, he is the sitar master, one of the greatest, significant, fabulous sitar master. You know from his great sitar masters across the country, and she always liked to hear him and see him. So when she read that news from the newspaper, she told very excitedly, very happily. She told with loudly, Pandit Ravi Shankar playing tomorrow at the Shanmukhananda Auditorium. Means Pandit Ravi Shankar come with their team to give performance for the player at the Shanmukhananda Auditorium. The girl was told with high excitemently, with high soundly, with loudly. Shh, shh, said her mother, pointing to figure sleeping on bed. You will wake up him. You will wake up. You know, he needs all sleep and rest he can get. Her mother was sitting beside her. Her mother was sitting beside her. Her brother was sleeping on the bed. Her brother was suffering from cancer, very terrible illness. That was he was very crucial. He was very critical condition. He was in very critical condition. He wanted to rest and sleep. Smita was know about that, but in excitement, in happiness, she expressed her happiness. She expressed her strong feelings that in the happiness she forgot that his brother was sleeping beside her. She knew that don't want to disturb him, but she forgot that. In that strong excitement, in that strong happiness, she expressed her strong feelings. Pandit Ravi Shankar is going to perform at the Shanmukhananda Auditorium, she told very excitedly. Her mother told him, don't wake up him, you know very well. He need all the rest. Don't wake up him, she told. Her mother tried to keep silent her. He can get up, don't disturb him, her mother told us. That girl's mother told her. But the boy on the bed was not asleep. Pandit Ravi Shankar. Pandit Ravi Shankar? He said. Pandit Ravi Shankar, the sitar master. He raised himself up on his elbow for 1 second, then fell back. The boy was on the bed. He was not really sleeping. He was awakened. He was sleeping. He was laying on the bed, but he was not sleeping. He was listening everything what they were talking. When he heard the sound of Pandit Ravi Shankar, he suddenly raised himself. Raised himself. He raised himself without help anybody because he was unable to raise himself. He was very weak. Although he raised himself when he heard the sound of Pandit Ravi Shankar because he always loved to see him and listen him. That's why he was always interested in music. That's why he raised himself from his elbows. Elbows means his hands corner. See, so he raised himself with the help of the elbows, with the help of the hands. He raised him and again fell back. Again fell back. Again he fell down. Fell. Fell is past form of the fall. He again fell back. He again fell back on the bed. The boy again fell back on the bed. He raised himself up on his elbow for a second, then fell back. But his eyes were shining. We mustn't miss the chance, he said. I have always wanted to hear him and see him. He told himself. The boy told who was laying on the bed, who was suffering from terrible illness. He told, I have always wanted to listen him. I have always wanted to hear him. This is the last chance. We mustn't miss this. He told, we want to go there. We want to listen him. We want to see him. I love so much to listen him and watch him, see him. The boy told himself. His eyes were shining. Eyes were shining means when he become very happy. When the person is become very happy, eyes become shine. Eyes become large and shine. So the boy's eyes were shining. He was telling, we mustn't miss the chance. He said, I have always wanted to hear him and see him. This is the last chance. This is the lifetime chance. We mustn't miss this chance. We must not miss this chance. We do not get like this chance again in our life. We want to go, we want to see him, we want to listen the music, we want to enjoy the music. I love music too, especially, particularly he loved to listen the Pandit Ravi Shankar's performance and see him. He told, he expressed his desire, but his condition was terrible. Lie down, son, lie down. His mother sprang to his side. Lie down, son, lie down. Her mother suddenly came beside him. His mother, whose mother? The boy. The boy's name is Anant. Anant's mother suddenly came beside him when he got up himself. When he raised himself, she suddenly came in beside him and she told, lie down, son, lie down. His mother sprang to his side. Sprang means move quickly. Suddenly came at him and told him, lie down, son, lie down. He actually raised himself up without help. She murmured with a catch in her throat and her eyes turned to the idols on the corner shelf. He actually raised himself without help of others because he has no strength to raise himself. He was very weak. He was in a lost condition of that. His condition was very terrible. He was very critical condition. He was very weak. So, although he got up because the excitement, the happiness when he heard the sound of from his brother, his sister. So, She murmured with a catch in her throat, and her eyes turned to the idol of the corner cell. His mother quickly came beside him, and she was murmured herself. She suffered in pain, in sad. She can't bear to look his condition. His condition was very terrible, and she murmured herself. She murmured with a catch in her throat, with a catch in her throat, means in big sorrow, in big sad. She felt sad. She felt very sorrow because the boy condition was very bad. This is the boy's condition is very bad. The boy can't go to see the concert, so that's why she became very terribly sad, terribly suffered from sorrow to see her son's condition. And her eyes turned to the idol on a corner shelf, and her eyes turned to the corner. At the corner of the home there is an idol of the god. There is a god idol, and looked the idol of the god, and she prayed to the god, please save my son, please do something for us, please help my son, please bless my son. She prayed to the god for her son. Who prayed? His mother, Anand's mother, prayed for him. The prayer which she uttered endlessly come unbidden to her lips. The prayer which she uttered endlessly means her prayer was often, every time, often, for many times in a day, she was offered to prayer to the God, endlessly, unbidden to her lips. There is no permission. When she wanted to, when she look at the boy, when she feels sad, she used to pray to the God. So she often prays to the God. Who often prays to the God? The mother of Anand offered to the praise to the God. I must hear him and see him. The boy told again, I must hear him and see him. The boy repeated, it's a chance of lifetime. It is a chance of lifetime. This is the last chance in our life. We want to see him. We want to listen him. The boy repeated again and again and again. Because he loved to listen him. He loved to see him. And he was very much interested in the music. And more than that else, he loved to listen the Pandit Ravi Shankar's music. Pandit Ravi Shankar performance. He loved him. He likes him. That's why he said, this is the last chance in the life. I want to listen him. I want to see him. He told. Then he began to cough and gasp for breath, and had began given oxygen for his cylinder. When he told, and he started coughing very loudly, coughing, began to cough and gasp for breath, gasp for breath, gasp for breath. Means he was suffering to breathe. It was become very terrible to breathing himself. He was suffering to breathe, and he was fighting for breathing. He was coughing and fighting for breathing, and had given oxygen from the cylinder that stood under the bed. And again, the oxygen put to his mouth, but his large eyes fixed on his sister. The oxygen was put him, and he lay on the bed. But his eyes was looking at his sister. Why his eyes was looking at sister? She only told about that chance, about that performance, about that concert. And he always love and like to listen the music from the Ravi Shankar, Pandit Ravi Shankar. That's why he repeatedly telling that this is the last time in the life. So that's why he was looking at his sister.